Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for December 2024. It is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, which you don't see coming, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on this month. Then we will clarify, get some advice, and pull some oracle cards for you. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys for all of your support. If you're new, welcome. I do hope if you enjoy the messages, you'll consider subscribing. And if you'd like a personal reading, that information's in the description box below the video. Until I change my about section to have it match. I haven't done that yet. So please just use the description box below. Okay, so let's get an astrology card, see what the theme is of the month of December for you. Cancer energy. So we have nurture, comfort, and protection. I feel like this is coming from the people around you for some reason. I get this sense of like if you had been feeling a little like there were certain people in your life that didn't care, or you didn't feel as comforted or protected or secure, I think people are going to be showing up in a different way. And I don't think this is about you being that for other people. I feel like this is the nurturing nature of others showing up, really truly supportive of you in the month of December. So let's keep going with tarot. Nothing wrong with having that kind. There's nothing like Cancer energy. The maternal, which it is, it's the mother of the zodiac coming in and making you feel nurtured and loved. All right, so let's see what your overall energy is. We have the Four of Swords. It's funny. I'm going to giggle at this, but some of you may be questioning if there's motives behind people's actions. Like, why are they suddenly acting like this? Why is this all of a sudden changing? Well, because a lot's changing in your life as you go into this new cycle. A lot of your challenges in relationships are going to shift. And I feel like you're just going to take the time to think things through. I just heard that you may be questioning like which relationships in your life this month matter most to you. Are they worth putting the energy, the mental energy? I just heard there's some people that have lived rent-free in your mind for a really long time. And you may be going through and seriously thinking like, which are the ones that I want to nurture and which ones do I not? And who's going to matter most in my life moving forward? And it's going to be the ones that show you the kind of love and kindness and nurturing in return that you give to them. So there's definitely moments where I feel like you're going to take a step back and kind of relax your mind. Listen, if you don't meditate or you're not someone who feels comfortable doing it, not everybody can. But if you do, and it works for you this month, or maybe you want to try it out, do a couple minutes, I think it's really going to be helpful. There's something about your energy that feels super calm to me while I'm doing this. All right, let's see what's in your current. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So the way they're putting this, they're talking really loudly with you today in my head. So bear with me as I get all these messages across. I just heard you're going to contemplate things that come in for you. Right now, I feel like it's being held back. Like if you've been waiting on something to show up, if it's something that's going to change your life financially or a new opportunity, I think you're going to have a lot of energy shooting towards you in the year of 2025, meaning there may be a lot of things that pop up, but you're really going to have to think things through before you make a choice. Not saying that you haven't. Typically, Libras do take their time before they make sudden decisions, or you don't make sudden decisions. You take your time and think things through. But I feel like Spirit's kind of holding back while you're going through this. It isn't really hermit energy. It just feels very reflective right now. So it tells me that there is something that's going to be coming through, but they want to make sure that your head is clear and that you're prepared for what this financial change may be for you. Okay, let's see what else we have. They could be connected to a Sagittarius. It's in reverse. So some of you may feel that impatience that's building. Like, where is this? Why isn't it coming in? Just know there's a reason, but it's okay. We all get impatient when we know something's coming. It's almost like that feeling of kind of excitement, but we don't know why. And I want to say that's what it is. It's that feeling of excitement. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so clearly this is something that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling for you. So whatever it may be in your life, I think it's definitely connected to your finances. I think it's connected to your work, but it's no doubt something that's going to be fulfilling. It's going to make you happy. And some of you could have been waiting for a long time for this kind of a shift to happen. And I see why. Again, I want to say, if there's any feelings of impatience, I get it. It makes sense. It's almost like you feel like you know you can reach out and it's there, but it's just not there yet. Near future, we have the King of Cups. All right, so there's somebody that's around you that doesn't move with integrity. And let's just be really honest. When there's someone, integrity is not typically connected to the King of Cups. It's usually the King of Swords. But for me, that's the first thing that came out. And it could be somebody that's just really emotionally detached. Is it a male? I'm going to say it's a male. I don't usually apply gender to a card, but there is a male around you. Could it be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio? Sure. Whoever this person is kind of shut down emotionally. I don't think it's you. I would have said I feel like it's you. Maybe you're disconnected. It's not you. It's somebody else around you. Let's see what this person's intention. Strength. Maybe it's taken a lot of strength for you. This could have been a father energy in your life, whether they are still in their human suit or not. It could have been really hard for you to find the courage to move past disconnecting emotionally from the disappointments that you had connected to a father. If you had a great father, then that's not who it is. It could be a partner or just somebody else that you're dealing with right now that it's building character. It built or is building character for you, because it's also teaching you who you should and shouldn't allow yourself to get connected to emotionally, especially if they're completely withdrawn and they just don't show you what you need to be shown. Okay, and that can be anybody in your life. Let's look under the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, there's something about this energy that's taught you a lot. Regardless of what they meant in your life, it's taught you a lot. It's created a lot of strength in you and resilience. And the Wheel of Fortune coming out, it's because, this sounds so bad, and I hate to say this because we've all been through really painful, difficult types of relationships in life, and nobody wants to believe that we had to go through. Of course, we had to go through them, but it doesn't make it easier to hear that. My point is, I think you are in a space where you understand that, and now you see how that's going to affect how you move forward. So it's built character and strength in you, and I think you're going to have the courage to do things now that you may not have felt ready for before. And the Wheel of Fortune is an indication that things will start moving in a way that you haven't experienced quite yet. I'm sure you've had some great times, some ups, downs, whatever in your life, but this is really a different type of, I want to call it success, but success can mean a lot of things to people. It could be in work, it could be in a relationship, whatever it is. It feels really good, and it's kind of like, wow, okay, I'm not having to really fight through this. This is just kind of unfolding, and now I have the strength to handle anything that comes at me, even the disappointments. All right, let's look at what you don't see coming. We have the Knight of Cups. Something is definitely not moving forward. You've got two indications here that something's not going to. It's been the Ten of Swords. Something's coming to an end. So if you had, let's say for a really long time, you were going in one direction. Let's say if it was a relationship or it was work, there's a loss of connection emotionally to it. And the Ten of Wands tells me that it was a lot of stress. So what they're indicating is that something is what stresses you've been carrying, and the things that have created emotional discontent are starting to move their way out of your life. And that really ties into what we're talking about with the Cancers and the people around you, or Cancer energy, and the people around you that matter most, especially if you've felt significant challenges in all relationships in your life. That's coming to an end. So let's keep going, because I think Three of Cups. You just don't feel the same way. I don't think you're going to be as excited to spend time with people that you used to, or things just don't feel the same. And that's not a bad thing. It just says that something in you has definitely significantly shifted, and you're ready to start doing things a little bit differently. That's why I think you're going to take the time to think things through. Whatever's coming into you is no doubt going to be fulfilling. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak, disappointments, things like that. Let's see what Spirit wants you to focus on this month, because this challenge, this particular space of time where difficulties have been, not necessarily saying a whole span of your life, but no doubt whatever's been stressing you out is coming to an end. All right, so slowing down a little bit and then trusting. So Spirit's wanting you, this is what Spirit wants you to focus on, is understanding that just because things don't happen really quickly doesn't mean that we lose faith that things are going to happen the way that we're hoping. Ace of Wands. They want you to basically prepare for whatever's coming in that's going to be happy. It's going to be a good thing. All right, so the Ace of Wands is also about being really inspired, but if we don't take time out and we're constantly just on autopilot, we don't have the capacity to think things through and to take the steps that we're supposed to take, because we can't hear if we're always on autopilot. Hearing meaning, you know, understanding the next steps or getting the messages that we need to get. We always get them. By the way, you're going to get them eventually, because Spirit will find a way to slow you down so that you can pay attention to the intuitive hits that you're getting. All right, let's see if there's a challenge. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. If you've been in a position where you felt like you just couldn't get control of things completely, and it can be an energy, it doesn't necessarily mean the physical number in your bank account, right? Or the things that you've done with your money up to this point. If you've just never really felt secure, you may still feel that there's a sense of a challenge there throughout this month, but I think 2025 is going to look very different for you. So yeah, you may still feel a little unsettled, but it looks like they're working you through wrapping up some stuff so you can get prepared. And it really is not just because it's December. It could be whatever month that I do a reading. And if it's like this, I'd say, yeah, this is really taking you into a new space and time. So prepare for that. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarification on the Cancer energy. You need them to know. The Strength card's coming out again for you. It's something about the air signs. You're finding your strength. And no doubt your courage is returning. I don't want to say it wasn't there before, because we all have it in different, I don't want to just say times of our lives, just different spaces of time where we feel like we can kind of conquer the world. And that's what I feel like you're stepping into in the month of December. It's like, I can do this. I can conquer anything. The Four of Wands, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. You're thinking through, again, your connections. Two of Cups and the things where people don't see you or understand you the way you need them to. And if they don't, this is going to be a time where, yeah, you let some go. And that's, I don't want to say it's okay to say that for you, but for a lot of you, I think you're okay with it. So I feel comfortable saying that. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse with Temperance in reverse, the Magician. See, this is all about the impatience. You're manifesting. That's where the impatience comes in. The body starts to get kind of that sense of elation when we start understanding that our manifestations are coming, even if we don't know why we feel what we feel. Just know that's the reason that there's some impatience, because you know something's coming. You know whatever you've been manifesting for a long time. We're manifesting the things we came here to experience. We just are. Because we don't all want the same things. Wouldn't that be boring? Right? So each stage in our life, when changes are meant to happen, we start to want to manifest new things. And that's what you're doing. You're creating something that's the next step in a good way, because it's obviously going to be very emotionally fulfilling. All right, so Temperance in reverse with the Nine of Cups. We've got the Sun. This is to help shift whatever unhappiness has been there into much brighter things. So if you've been feeling a sense of, you know, I just don't feel that great, or I haven't had the most positive energy, or just not feeling a sense of contentment or happiness, that's what's going to change. All right, let's see what's up with this person. The King of Cups in reverse with the Strength card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting, because this can represent, it doesn't matter your gender in this particular case. Like I said, I'll point it out if it does. This is interesting because over here, the King of Pentacles in your challenge tells me that there's something that's making you feel a little bit unstable, but there's a Queen of Pentacles energy that's coming in. I'm going to be honest, I've never gotten this before. I feel like this is one of your guides that's coming through that's saying you've always had everything that you've needed, even if it didn't seem so, and you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. So just know whoever this is that's guiding you, this could be a relative that crossed over. It feels like they give you the wisdom. They give you the information that you need. You may feel very connected to this person. You'd have to obviously get that message immediately when I say that and know who this person is. It could be a mother figure, an aunt, anyone that maybe you've lost, or it's just a guide that's always been with you. And it feels awkward to even say it because I don't think I've ever said it in a reading. But it does. It feels like they're guiding you and they're giving you the strength to keep pushing forward because they want you to be prepared for this time when things start actually working out, and know that you not only deserve it, but it was meant for you. It is a timing thing, and this is the time. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Great. Which is balancing things out, right? That's good. He's like, he's got things at the same level. Like there isn't a question of whether things start to get better. They just start to level out in a way that feels really good. All right, so what you don't see coming with the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. So the stress around, again, finances. And if some of you are doing very well financially, it isn't, like I said before, necessarily a number in the bank account, because that's just energy like anything else. It's a feeling that we have. Because some of the wealthiest people in the world still fear not having enough because they had a poverty mindset growing up. So they hoard, or we had one really bad experience, which a lot of people have, where money was not available, even though it showed up eventually because you're still here and you've been able to figure it out. It didn't look the way that you wanted it to, and it was uncomfortable. And I feel like whatever that is, the energy that surrounds you in that way, that's what's shifting. It's your mindset about it, your energy around it. Okay, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. There's going to be people who are going to want to work with you, inside or outside of a regular job that you do. It just feels like there are people around you that are going to be supportive. Money's going to come from different sources. It doesn't feel like it's going to be one particular source. They keep making me feel like there will be different ways in which, whether it's your investments or the work that you do or having something outside of a traditional job, it just feels like there's going to be different types of incomes. Will it be passive? Yeah, for some of you, this will be your first step into learning how to have something that gives you passive income, but you're going to have money coming in from different places. So the Eight of Wands with the Hierophant, slowing down, having faith, and then the Nine of Cups again. So they really want you to understand that this is a time where you're going to start feeling, it's again, energy. It's the feeling of being fulfilled. And great. Hierophant with the Ace of Wands, Judgment. Again, Judgment's about timing. So the Wheel of Fortune, it's happening when it's meant to. Judgment, like this is coming down and they're saying, yes, this is what's meant to happen. So is it a new inspired beginning for you? Sure. It wouldn't have happened until now. You wouldn't have felt drawn to go invest in so-and-so or start something new. You wouldn't have felt it because it wasn't the time. So just know this is the time, and you'll start feeling inspired, and you're going to start feeling really emotionally fulfilled by the things that you take action towards, the relationships that you have, the way you do money. I'm going to put that, the way you do money, the way you handle your finances, all of that, and how you feel in general about it. So the King of Pentacles in reverse, then we have the World. So thinking that things aren't going to change, especially if you've been on what we call the Ferris wheel or the merry-go-round for such a long period of time, it's hard to believe that things could ever really shift or change. And then the universe comes in and shocks the shit out of you and gives you this whole new experience. So I'd say get ready for it, because you're not going to feel the same way. All right, let's get some advice. What advice do we have? The Page of Swords. There's something about social media and not focusing too much. Don't compare yourself to other people. The hardest thing to do in this day and age is to not compare ourselves to what other people are doing or what they have. And my biggest recommendation would be try to stay away from comparing yourself. Learning things, yeah, it can be a helpful tool, but not comparing. So be cautious of that. And then we have the Eight of Wands. They're like, as soon as you pull your energy back and you stop worrying about maybe what other people are doing, if you don't care what other people are doing, fantastic. But if you are someone who happens to like social media, like pretty much everyone in the world, then this could be a time when you pull back from really focusing on the outside, because, you know, you've learned or taken bits and pieces of what you've needed to. And then the Eight of Wands, it opens things up and things start moving. So they're like, they want you to prepare. They want you to be in a space where you're energetically ready for things to pick up, because here they're wanting you to stay still. But the advice is to do these things so that you can be prepared when things start moving a little bit quicker. And then we have the Strength in reverse. So if you don't, they're saying take some time for yourself, because if you're feeling a little less of that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It isn't just about strength. It's about exhaustion, to be honest with you, because over here, having the strength to decide who is good for you and who isn't in your life, and then moving into this advice, they're like, don't wear yourself out. Be careful not burning the candle at both ends, because I feel like you've done that before. And when things start moving really quickly, it can make you tired really fast. So there's certain practices that I feel like you're going to need to put into place. Again, if it's meditation, great. And that works for you, fantastic. I don't care if it's soaking in a salt bath. Whatever you can do that helps rejuvenate yourself, do it. Even if it's just checking out and watching TV for a couple of hours. Because we need that. We need that so that we can check out and regenerate. All right, so the Devil. So if there's been some behaviors that you feel were not working so well in your life, you may be changing those things, and they're saying take a look at them. If there are some bad habits that you've had, things that you know are not great for you, or people that haven't been great for you, it's time to look at that, because they too will draw on your energy. So will the things, right, that you know aren't great for you. So just be aware of that. And then we have the Three of Wands, because what they're trying to do is lead you to this place where you can see all these things that are going to be coming in for you. It is generally the ships are coming in, but it's looking out there and seeing that there are so many possibilities. And if we remove some of these patterns or toxic behaviors or things that we do, we can open ourselves up to so much more that's available to us out there. All right, let's get a little bit more advice. What else do they have for you? Okay, so having courage, obviously. Strength, we had it in reverse and we've had it in the upright. So having courage to push through. Time to ground, important, always important. Toes in the dirt, feet on the ground, no shoes, 5 minutes. That's all it takes. I promise you, you'll feel better. See yourself in nature. So obviously grounding and being in nature is going to be important depending on what it's like for you. It's freezing here right now and in this area where I live. So it is a little harder, but if you can do it, do it. Get outside. And then embrace the feminine. Okay. And we always say that, you know, the feminine's considered the more emotional, which just isn't true. But I want to say it's connected to emotion. So embrace that side of yourself, regardless of your gender. All right, let's get to the Lover's Oracle and see if there's any messages around this. I say around this, it can be love or not love. Reflection, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that things will work, that all will work out for the best. Okay, so right now, if you're feeling like there's been some ups and downs within a relationship, definitely space is needed. That's only going to be for certain ones of you. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Sometimes this is a good reminder because we forget, right, when we're battling being here, that we're all going to go back to where we came from at some point. So We might want to try to enjoy it a little bit more even through the difficult times, is what I'm hearing. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surround you at present. Enjoy it. Great. People are always drawn to your energy. I don't know why they need to feel the need to say that. You're just charismatic in general. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. I think you'll find that this month may be a little bit easier to do that than maybe it had been more recently. All right, let's see what we get with the wisdom of the oracle. All right, not for you. We know that that's what you're focused on. Like right now is a time when you're realizing what isn't for you. So sixes could be significant, and pay attention to, today's the 2nd, I believe. So pay attention to the 6th of this month. That could be significant. All right, soulmates. All right, this comes with a lot of different messages. You could be 41, born on the 4th, the 1st, or the 5th. I want to say there's always that one person that you feel like you could be connected with for life. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be somebody else. Soulmates or soulmates. You have so many of them in this life, but there could be that one particular person that you know, maybe you think about them often, there's something about them popping up and you just know you're going to be connected to this person forever. I feel like there's some message of like, there's always going to be love with you and those people that you are connected to in that way. I don't know why they needed me to say that, but that's what they're wanting to say around that. Poised. I always say with you guys, no matter what the situation looks like, you always look this way, kind of moving through the difficult times. Most of the time people wouldn't even know that you're having trouble. Keep that energy. Don't let it change. You could be 48, born on the 4th, the 8th, or the 12th of the month. And then mending, inner child stuff, no doubt. A lot of people are going through it now. Some have already gone through it. But there's definitely some connection to mending with that inner child energy. So you could be 52, born on the 5th, the 2nd, or the 7th. All right, let's get our last card for you. This is your, okay, well, they wanted to choose for you. It's Spider Energy, it's 44, and Dream Weaver. 4s could be significant to me specifically. It's not for everybody, and it's not something you can read. 4s indicate good fortune, money, basically, things turning around in your financial life. I see 444 a lot, especially when I'm doing well. Okay, so the Spider, Dreamweaver. The Spider invites us to weave our intricate web of desires and cast it out for far and wide, trusting that it will eventually snare our grandest of dreams. We are also reminded of the importance to wait patiently and confidently for our complex web to catch our dreams and turn them into reality. Remember I said before, the impatience that you're feeling because you're manifesting something that's coming in and it's going to be fulfilling. So this is just wrapping up what we were talking about in the beginning. Redback Spider asks you to cast? Sorry, can't read. Let's start over. Redback Spider asks you to cast your dream catcher and trust your desires will be fulfilled. Trust in your dreams, patience, and alchemy. Okay, well, that went to the floor. Thank you guys so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Please hit that like button and leave me a comment if you feel so compelled. If not, I understand, but please do hit the like button. And if you'd like a personal reading, again, that information's in the description box below the video. I so appreciate you. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.